So this is a question on atomic structure. The whole of the question is visible here. So have a go through this, try each of the answers, and then see how many out of 4 you manage to get. So when you're ready, move on for the answers. So we're looking at the J.J. Thomson model based on what he saw in the 19th century. That was the Plum pudding model, a pudding of positive charge with electrons embedded in it. And we now know that it's very different to that. So we're looking for the 2 key differences. And there are other differences you could put, but I think the ones that I'm going to put on here are the most straightforward. First of all, there is absolutely no mention of protons and neutrons here. There's just a sphere of positive charge. Certainly no evidence of anything neutral or neutrons there. So the nucleus would contain protons and neutrons, and this one doesn't. And the second thing is related to the electrons. The electrons here are embedded in this sphere. But we know that electrons are found in energy levels that surround that central nucleus. When we take a look at B, deducing the full electron configuration, first of all, you've got to count up how many electrons there are, and in the diagram, you can see that there are 7. So you can use the periodic table to find that nitrogen has an atomic number of 7, and that means it has 7 protons, but as an atom, that also means it has 7 electrons. Now, once you know that it is 7, you then have to remember the electron configurations and the order in which we fill sublevels. Now, what you should have been aiming for here is 1s2, 2s2, 2p3. I've already touched on the fact that R is nitrogen. Now, you are expected to find the formula of a compound where that nitrogen is bonded with the group 2 metal in the same period. So you look at that period and you see that the element is Be. So it's clearly going to be beryllium and nitrogen in our compound. The next thing we need to do is find their charges. Well, because beryllium is in group 2, we know that that's +2. And nitrogen is in group 5, so to get a full outer shell, it would gain 3 electrons, so that becomes -3. And once you've got that and you realise that you're balancing those out to 0 charge, I would need 3 +2s and 2 -3s to get to 0. So my formula is Be3N2.